Oh, God. I'm tired. And there's the dog asking me to let her in, but it's not gonna happen because she can't come in because I got shit all over the fucking door. Sorry, Jewel. So yeah, I've been staring at comic panels for the past 3 days for multiple hours throughout my day, and I've collected so many images. Please ignore my fucking dog. I've collected so many images for a video I was hoping to get out this week, but it looks like that ain't gonna fucking happen, because I swear to God, if I had to look at more fucking comic panels to fucking crop and shit, I'm going to fucking lose it. I just can't right now. So we're doing another one of these shits. Why do people fucking like this channel? That's always my question, just daily. Why do people fucking watch this fucking bullshit? Aidez-moi. Et baisez-moi solide. I just want to play fucking Animal Crossing. That's all I fucking want to do. That's all I fucking ask for. Just let me listen to French. Learn fucking French. And play some fucking Animal Crossing. Let everything else in my life be taken care of so I can play more fucking Animal Crossing. I just... God, that's good fucking mango tea. So, I've had this funny fucking thought the other day. Not exactly funny, but just a thought. And I realized, holy shit, I would be absolutely fucking nothing without fanfiction. So here's my fucking Fujo fandom story. Be me. Be middle school, 8th grade, 13-year-old Ari, and boy bands are a newly discovered thing that me and my female friend group discover. And among those boy bands, one person discovers this story about a member of this boy band, and every fucking body is reading it because we were all into this fucking boy band. And I didn't know what exactly this was called until I watched an episode of Adventure Time, and it's the Fiona and Cake episode, the very first one, which ends in Ice King being discovered that he writes fucking Finn and Jake fanfiction, and it's fucking great. And I probably will never read any of those fucking fanfictions ever again because, oh boy, those days were cringe. I mean, I'm so glad I deleted that fucking account. I was on fucking Quotev back when it was called Quizazz, like Quiz AZZ. That's how fucking long it's been. And like I said, I've deleted that account. I probably will never find that fucking fanfiction again. I don't even know what it was fucking called. Fuck all if I know, because I will never fucking go back to revisit. But I really fucking liked it back then. And I was reading so much fanfiction on what was then known as Quizazz, now Quotev, that I said, huh, I can write some of this shit. And that's exactly what I did. I started writing boy band fanfiction. Cringy as fuck boy band fanfiction. Like, you wanna know how fucking cringe it was? Instead of saying the word 2 or 4, I put the fucking numbers in, okay? Back in like my first fanfiction, there was no paragraphs. There was just like text, like, me, nice to see you too. Them, yeah, whatever, shut the fuck up. Me, well gee, no need to be so rude. Them, yeah, just get in the fucking car. That's how fucking bad it was. And I loved every single moment of it. So time goes on, I leave middle school, I enter high school, and I'm still fucking making fanfiction, but it's no longer boy band fanfiction. I move on to like, I think it was YouTuber and video game fanfiction. I think that was my next step. And I went from Quotev to Wattpad. So I'm like still secretly writing fanfiction. But time goes on and it's like I'm now in high school and a lot of the girls aren't fucking writing fanfiction anymore. I would say like 9th grade was when everyone stopped writing fanfiction but me. Looking back on it now, I wrote a lot of AUs. I wrote like vampire AUs, werewolf AUs. I wrote kidnapping AUs. It was like, man, no wonder why I'm such hot garbage that I am now that I'm remembering this shit. Oh my god. So I broke out of the boy band phase, I broke out of the video game phase, and now I am hot Fujo garbage. And as hot Fujo fucking garbage, you do what hot fucking Fujo garbage does best. And I was writing shit on a whole nother level. I mean, I was writing some kinky fucking shit that I wouldn't even let my friends look at. So yeah, I'm like repping fucking Attack on Titan fanfiction. This fucking jacket is way too fucking big for me. It's a men's size. And I'm doing like Voltron fanfic, Yuri on Ice fanfic, just all the quintessential me shit. Like the shit you would expect me to write. And each and every one was explicit, okay? I tried so hard to make like an actual fanfiction with an actual plot and an actual story. And I just couldn't pull away from the smut because that's how fucking dirty I am. Like, you think I'm a thirsty hoe now. Well, I was always a thirsty fucking hoe, so get used to it. And then I stopped. I just stopped writing fanfiction altogether, and I no longer feel like I can call myself a fanfiction writer because I have a dead AO3 account with a ongoing series lost into the fucking void, and I was like gonna do so much more kinky shit, and I still have my fanfics there waiting for me to get back to them, but I just never got back to them. And that's completely fine. So why is fanfiction so important to me? Well, fanfic is important to me because I used to fucking hate writing. Be me, first grade, elementary school, and you had to do those shitty fucking writing assignments. It was like the whole, we're gonna teach you how to write a short story, and a story is like a fucking hamburger, because you have the bun, you get the cheese, and the lettuce, and the meat, and that fucking bullshit, and I hated every moment of it. I just did the assignment just to do it, and I was a major bookworm. I still am a major bookworm. I would just devour and gobble up books. All I wanted to do was read, and that's all I did as a kid. As a kid, I would get my assignments done as fast as possible, knock them out, turn them in, then I would go back to my desk or to the reading corner and I would just read books. But writing was something that just appalled me, okay? I just couldn't fucking stand writing. I couldn't stand the whole, you have to write in this fucking structure and your spelling and your grammar and blah blah blah. I couldn't stand the bullshit. And for years onward, it was the same thing. We went from the fucking write a paragraph to write a poem, and then it was like, oh, now you have to write a fucking book. Like, write a fucking book. You gotta write something original and clever, and you have to design your own cover and blah blah blah. It's like, I hate you. My mom had to write like 1 or 2 of those books for me back in like the 4th and 5th grade because it was shitty and terrible and I hated every moment of it and I just didn't want to fucking do it. And I think it was, I hated the structure of writing and how they wanted us to write. And it was like, if I wanted to write something creative, I couldn't, and it was just knocked down and deemed as just bad, awful fucking shit. And that continued onward for years until I was in 8th grade and I discovered fanfiction, and all of a sudden I went from absolutely hating writing to being in tutoring, being told, oh, you're gonna love grammar so much, you're gonna want to be a writer. And I was just on the inside silently snickering to myself like, I already am a writer. But the problem with all of that was school. I hated writing because school made me hate it. That whole structured hamburger style of writing was just so lenient. It felt like you were trapped in a box. And then whenever I tried to write something original, instead of being encouraged to continue doing it no matter how fucking bad it was, because I was fucking 7, I was instead discouraged and told that it wasn't good enough and to start all over. That can be fucking soul destroying, that can ruin your confidence, but it can also do what it did to me as a kid and make me just hate writing so much. Hey, hi, post-editing Ari here to say that I actually deleted this part of the video because I didn't feel like I got my thoughts across clearly, because that's what happens when you're a dumbass just talking into a camera with no script or anything and you have like just this wild train of thought and blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm not trying to say that school is a bad thing and teachers suck and rah rah rah, I hate school. That's the last thing that I'm trying to get across here, but I do think that school in a certain way can be a creativity killer. Now that's just my goddamn opinion and don't get your panties in a twist, but with my experience and the experience that I see of other artists that I follow, including just some really amazing draftsmen, it's kind of a universal agreement among creatives that school can be a creativity killer. Now of course that is not the fault of the school system or the teachers or the parents. I am of the opinion that creativity is a skill that can and should be fostered and nurtured within a person, and it's never ever 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 to too late in life to learn creativity. Creativity can be a wonderful gift to a young child or to an adult. Whether it's a hobby or a side hustle, many of us probably have the same desire to do something or to make something at some point of our lives. Again, it's never too late to do it, and in turn, school may or may not be the source or the contribution to killing creativity. School can be a wonderful place to learn creativity if in the right circumstances. And more than anything, I wish that schools had the chance to do just that. I wish that universally across America, more schools had the budget and the passion to teach children how to be creative, how to express themselves and unleash their creativity, whether it be for therapy or for hobbies or for a future career. Now, I'm not here to fucking demonize school and teachers. Part of my reason for loving history, science, the language arts, that's all because I've had amazing fucking teachers. Here's to teachers. I love teachers. Treat your teachers with kindness and respect because they have an incredibly hard job in an incredibly shitty fucking country that does not care about them or their well-being or the education of the students. Fuck America. Okay, I'm done with that rant. I'm not even gonna sit here and tell you what the fucking problem is because I don't know what the problem is. I know what my problem was, but I'm just one person and that was just what I experienced. And I'm not even mad at it. That's just one fucking thing, okay? There's a lot of fucking shit in this fucking world, okay? It is really not worth being that angry over anything at all unless, I don't fucking know, there's a bunch of stupid fucking assholes attacking people because of the coronavirus. And the people who do that, I'm just gonna say, square the fuck up because I'm coming to kick your goddamn ass. Back in high school, my outlet for so many things was through writing fan fiction. That was the place where I felt the most free and I had a lot of fun and I was just banging out fucking one-shots left and right. I had such a big catalog back then and I was just super fucking depressed, super fucking anxious, had terrible fucking insomnia. I just wanted to fucking die and I almost committed suicide quite a few fucking times. But some of the happiest fucking times I had was just being by myself writing fucking fan fiction. And nobody taught me how to do it. Nobody taught me how to love what I was doing. That was something that I fell in love with all to myself. But I think it's something that should be taught. Art is a powerful tool. It can be used to change the world, to send a message, or it can just be used for therapy, for comfort as an outlet. And back then, fan fiction, it was my comfort, it was my outlet, it was my therapy, and I want more people to have that outlet. It doesn't have to be fan fiction, it's just something of their own, something that's theirs and that they can control, like my fan fiction. I want people to have a sketchbook that they can sketch in, a fucking journal to write in, a garden to take care of, a pet to take care of. Those things are needed for us as human beings, especially during times like this. The past few years have been fucking wild. And I keep telling these fucking morons to just let Godzilla come and kill us all, but nope! Motherfuckers are still protesting in the streets. Good on you. The lockdown is extended and I still can't go to school and escape this fucking crippling hellhole known as America. Basically, I owe a fucking lot to fanfiction back then. Yes, school may have killed my creativity, but fanfiction gave me that power back. And yes, let me make this clear. I'm one of those people who do not like school. I cannot go to school. So that's just my opinion, and I'm not trying to fucking demonize school. Some people in this world need fucking school. I need fucking school to get a better job. But when it comes to things like my passions, I really don't need school. I'm teaching myself French for Christ's sake. So after years of writing fan fiction, I suddenly stopped. And honestly, I don't think that's such a bad thing. Fan fiction gave me my love for the art. I wouldn't have the skills that I have right now to script and make these videos if it wasn't for fan fiction. And I know these videos are especially shitty because I don't fucking know how to write. I never had any training or anything. But dude, I've come a long fucking way. I spent so much time and so many years writing fan fiction that my skills evolved and I continue to grow those skills. I'm constantly trying to figure out how can I write better? How can I do this better? How can I do that better? And whenever I think, God damn, I fucking suck and nothing is ever going to come out for this, dude, I remember when I was starting YouTube and I was starting to make anime videos and I just downloaded fucking footage from YouTube because I didn't know how to get the raw shit, and I was editing a goddamn movie maker. And I'm still shitty. I'm still an amateur. I will never ever ever be a professional, and that's okay. Just like with fan fiction, I do this for fun. and I do it as a hobby. And yes, I want this to be my job. Yes, I would like to do this full time, but that's never going to fucking happen. I'm just too fucking terrible at this fucking bullshit. And that's alright. I mean, I want to make art for a living. I want to draw for a living. That's never gonna fucking happen. I've been trying to write original fucking stories ever since I was 16 years old. Actually, that's why I stopped writing fan fiction, because I was trying to write my own original shit. And I was like trying to write scripts for like fucking games. And I was trying to write fucking web novels. And I kept like writing and writing and writing, but I just scrapped them. But I would just keep constantly writing ideas, trying to find the one that I could turn into an original work. And to this day, I still have not published any of them. Okay, hi, me again. So here's the part that I actually kind of forgot to say, but was in my head. I actually do kind of think I have a bad habit with following through with things like writing. I have a series of unfinished scripts and just ideas written down both for this channel and for original works. But the reason why I don't mind so much with how I am unable to finish my original writings is because I have this YouTube channel. And of course, I actually do complete shit with this channel, but slowly but surely, I am growing more concerned with how I am unable to finish writing something. Writing a novel or a comic is an incredibly big project, and upon completion, there is a huge sense of accomplishment. Many aspiring writers struggle to get out that first book. God knows I've been doing it since I was 16. 4 years in, without completing a story, I am growing kind of sick of it, and I'm trying to find ways where I can actually finish something, like not abandoning one project for another that sounds like a great idea in my head, but it can be just as great as the first project that I'm already working on. So yeah, like I said, I do kind of think it's a bad habit, and it's a not so great thing to have and do when it comes to my passion and my work ethic, and I am trying to tackle that and get that under control by trying to work on my story multiple times a week for 30 minutes a day instead of one time a week for an hour, which I admittedly also struggle to do. Yes, it is the effort and initiative that goes into trying to sit down and write a story, but you still have to sit your ass down and do it. At least that's in my opinion. Maybe one day I'll get there and I'll finish that story and post it online for many people to see, and maybe that will be this year, maybe that will be within the next year, but hopefully it won't be when I'm 30 years old. And that's okay, because I'm being creative and I'm exploring my creativity. I don't want much out of life. I just want to enjoy it. I want to travel and see the world, and that was something that I was once laughed at by my class, but here I am trying to get out of America. Yeah, going to school was like whatever. I was just doing it to make money to fund my passions, and this is my passion. Making YouTube videos is my passion. Drawing is my passion. Traveling is my passion. I need that money to fuel my passions, and that's okay. I want to work for it. Et j'apprendrai le français et m'amuse. And I've been doing that for about a month, and I probably said that completely wrong. But like all skills, I've been evolving. I've been growing my French. My first week of learning French, the only thing I could coherently say was Salut, je m'appelle Ari, enchanté, comment ça va? Now I'm able to say shit like Tu t'es foutu de moi, putain de merde, pas bret solo. Tell that I've been learning as many expletives in French that I fucking can. So why am I okay with failure? I'm okay with failure because I expect to fail. Maybe one day I actually will make something worthwhile, whatever worthwhile is, but worthwhile doesn't exactly mean numbers. Worthwhile doesn't mean the money that you make and the attention that you get. Worthwhile means personal value. It means the joy and the pleasure and the encouragement that I get out of it. If I ever do make and finish a comic, that was so worth it to me. You want to know why? Because I fucking made that comic. If I ever make another video like the Cabe Agresco video, that would be fantastic, because I made something that a lot of people found value out of, like that one. And you know, honestly, there are some days where I really regret that video because I wouldn't have as many subscribers as I do now without that video. But that's the only fucking video people care about. And the rest of my videos is like, no one fucking cares about it. But at the same time, I don't care, because thinking of it that way, like I'm only good for one fucking thing, that's depressing to me, and it's going to decrease my mental state, and I'm so sick and tired of being depressed. I don't care that that one video blew the fuck up. In fact, when it blew the fuck up, I still didn't care that it blew the fuck up. I just moved on, and I kept doing whatever makes me happy. I kept doing whatever gave me less stress and what I think would add value to other people's lives, and that's what matters to me. I keep making these videos not only because I'm having fun with them, and I've been doing it for years and I'm not ready to quit. I keep making these videos because I'm constantly learning, and I want to keep learning, and I want to keep growing, and I want to continue to add value to other people's lives. This will never be my job. I'm never gonna make money off of it. I'm never gonna be YouTube famous, and I don't give a shit because that's not what it's about right now. What this is about is just talking into a camera, making videos, uploading as constantly as possible, and just trying to enjoy myself, trying to have fun and be creative. This is the biggest creative outlet that I have right now, and I may have an incredibly hard time finishing an original story or a drawing, but whenever I make a video and I edit it and I upload it, I feel both accomplishment, but I also just don't want to look at it. I don't. Whenever I upload a video, I just walk away, take a short break, and then the next day I'm already working on a new one. That's my fucking process, okay? Oh my god, I just realized why my fucking screen looks so fucking big. I am a dumbass, I am a dumbass, I am a dumbass. Can you tell I'm very dumb? Okay, let's just keep doing this. What was I saying? Jesus fucking Christ, I completely forgot. Basically, throughout like fucking therapy and trials and errors and all that other fucking bullshit, I've had to learn what good enough is, and from learning what good enough is, I've learned what value is, and from learning what value is, I've had to learn what is more important to me, what to put emphasis on, what do I want, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I know for sure some of the things that I want, like I sure as fuck don't want to be in America anymore, that's for damn sure. I want to be a good artist. I want to be a better artist. I want to make better videos. I want to produce more higher quality content whenever I can get the funds for it and I can get the time to learn how to sit down and do just that. And of course I want to master French, and I want to continue to learn languages and master those as well. But for right fucking now, this is good enough, and I'm so fucking happy doing what I'm doing. But you gotta learn how to manage it all, man. I mean, everyone's bored out of their minds during quarantine. This is just a normal fucking Tuesday for me. And some days it's like, yeah, I don't exactly feel like drawing, and I don't feel like writing, and I don't feel like doing French, but you gotta learn how to manage it all. I mean, the reason why I'm sitting here recording this video is because I thought about making a rambling type video on my love of fanfiction and how it gave me my love for doing all of this. And I've been going pretty strong with uploading weekly. I didn't want to break that streak now, but working on the new video and feeling so pressed for time and so out of my mind editing these fucking comic panels, it was stressing me out, and it stressed me out so much that I'm working on a new video that I'm very passionate about on mental health and self-care, but because I was so after editing and looking at all these comic panels and cropping them, when I opened up the script for this video that I'm very passionate about, I was hit with writer's block and I just couldn't. I pounded out a few words and they're terrible and they're really shitty, but I got it done, and I just have to manage it. And that's why I'm making this video, because I was so stressed out and I needed to make something. I just needed to exhale it out of me, and believe me, I already feel so relaxed because making this video fucking helps. I really don't know where I've been going with this. I've been talking for over half an hour, but the main thing I wanted you to take out of this video was to figure out what's important to you and what adds value to your life. What makes you happy? What gives you satisfaction? What is that one thing that kind of drives you and makes you feel fulfilled? For me, that was fan fiction, and although I don't write fan fiction anymore, I'm incredibly grateful to the art of fan fiction and all of the writers, all of the creators, just all of you. No matter what people say about fan fiction, no matter how much we're mocked because of 50 Shades of Grey, We are all legitimate writers. You are all legitimate writers. You are creating legitimate works of art, and you're doing that by yourself, completely independent. Fuck anyone who tells you that you're not a real writer, that what you're doing isn't important. It's yours. You made that shit. Be fucking proud of that shit. You're fucking doing it, man. You're doing what makes you happy. You're doing what makes you passionate. You're doing what makes you creative. That's fucking wonderful. And that doesn't just apply to fanfiction. That applies to any fucking thing that you're doing. And no matter where you are, no matter what skill set that you're at, keep fucking doing it. Keep growing. Keep evolving. Mon français n'est pas très bon, but if I keep practicing it, it's going to get better. And I'm not trying to say practice, 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 even though you do have to practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice is going to make us better, and it's going to help us grow and evolve. Keep doing it hands-on. Keep writing, keep drawing, keep doing whatever it is the fuck that you're doing that makes you happy, because you're going to get better. Even if people say that it's not good, that it's not worthwhile, you're going to continue to get better. I mean, you see this fucking shit? This is like the proudest thing that I have. This is fan art from a guy in my Discord server, Pete. And he drew this to thank me for showcasing art in my great manga video. And I still have yet to get it printed, and I want to get it framed. But it's on my desktop, and I look at it all the fucking time. And whenever I feel like what I'm doing doesn't matter, this is the image that reminds me. Just this and just so many other wonderful, wonderful things in my life. And if one day I stop adding value to your life, just stop watching me. Stop following me. I'm happy with where I am, and I'm never gonna get 1 million followers. I'm never even gonna hit the 50K mark. I won't even see 10K. But for right fucking now, doing what I'm doing, this is where I want to be. And I'm gonna keep growing, and I don't want to stop. So thank you, fanfiction. You gave me my love for creativity, and I owe everything about that to you. I really don't know what the fuck this was, and I've been recording and talking for way longer than I wanted to, but thank you so much for watching. Restez curieux, mes amis.